up, guys? It is your girl Becky coming back at you. Well, not coming back at you. We are starting a channel. This is going to be strictly on makeup tutorials, everything you want, makeup, facial products, etc. This is not sponsored. This is part of the 4 Girls Only channel. I wanted to come to you today and just introduce this Christmas present that I got. This is the Shanny box. Okay, this is a, I don't know if you can see it, but this is basically where I keep all of my makeup. I'm a beginner, so I don't have all the high-end products, but we are just going to go ahead and get started. We are just going to go ahead and get started with a look that I'm not exactly sure what is going to happen right now. I'm going to sit for the more natural, but as you see, I have on my olive green sweatshirt, Aeropostale, and we are going to go ahead and get started with the look. So here we go. Alright, we're going to be using the Aurora x Ipsy. I got this in my Ipsy glam bag. Love it. You know, use it all the time. Just use it to carve my eyebrows out. Since I don't have an eye lid primer, we're going to be using this concealer. I would use a shade that is most similar to your skin tone, so that way it's not too much, but you want to do a shade that is a good transition for your other eyeshadows. And I just take my finger, my middle finger right here, and I just rub that in. It's okay if it gets all over, completely fine. But when you do this, you want an even slate. You want an even slate so that way your eyeshadow comes on and lays correctly, okay? Sorry y'all, I think I'm coming down with a little something. Alright, so after that, we're gonna go in, let's see what we're gonna do first. So excited, y'all. Alright, so we have 2 palettes that I want to use today. The Jaclyn Hill palette, I got this for Christmas. You can see all the colors are on here. The color names are on the back, but I decided to write the color names on the inside so I knew what colors they were and I could tell y'all. Okay, so we have that. I'm gonna lay that one right here. And then, I made it messy. Okay, so then we have the QAF Colourpop palette. I just got this today from my sister. And this has some pretty shades in it. They told me to go a little bold today for you guys, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably going to be using this red shade. This red shade right here and a little bit of this jazz right here. We also have the buns, the cranapple, the chip, and mocha. We're probably going to be using all these, okay? So I'm going to take my regular blending brush. No name, not yet, okay? Sponsor me. Okay, and I'm going to be taking this mocha shade right, don't mind that. This mocha shade right here. I'm going to be taking that and focusing that on the outer corner, and working that.
Becky, you need to go play it.
I'm going to be focusing that on the outer corner and working that inward, not touching the inner corner, but we're going to almost have a gradient effect. You know what I mean? You see how it's focusing right there? And it's coming inward, but not touching the lid. We're going to leave the lid alone. So we're going to do that in a blending motion, okay? Window shield wiper motions, okay? Just like that. We're going to also do that to the other eye. Make sure you flick the excess off because these are very pigmented, y'all. Alright, focusing once again on the outer corner, the outer V of your eye, and working your way in. I'm going to pick up some more. So when you think you have enough of that on, you're going to want to go ahead and pick up another brush. You're going to want to pick up a brush that is more of the tapered side. Okay, so we're going to do this one right here. This is from my Urban Decay palette, and we're going to be using the smudge brush right here on this side. We're going to be taking Chip, which is this shade right here, Chip. Okay, and we're going to take that. You don't need a lot. You do not need a lot. This much. I don't know if you can see that. We need that much. tap off the excess. And then you're going to want to take that into the crease and just do circle motions. Okay? Right on the outer V, just focusing on the outer V. Y'all, I need to blow my nose. I'll be back. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm back. Okay, so we're just taking that chip color and we're working that on the outer corner, okay? We're taking that a little bit into the crease, but not much. We're just really focusing on the outer corner to give dimension to our eye, okay? So once you have that, we're going to go on to the next eye. Click off that access. You do the same thing, really on the outer V. We're going to start blending. And we're doing this in circle motions, just back and forth, back and forth. You don't want to take too much away, and if you find yourself taking too much away, just go back in and put it back. Alright, so next we're going to go in with another just regular blending brush, and we're going to take some of this Jacz. This is more of a cranberry color right here. I'm going to take some of that, pack it on, okay? Click off the access. And we're going to focus that and blend it in with this brown, just to give a nice transition color.
Hey baby, by the way, it's excess. Access is letting somebody through. You've been saying that this whole time. Just thought I should let you know at some point.
Oh well. Oh well.
I like that color.
Okay, we're just gonna take that and we're gonna switch brushes. We're gonna take that on the taper brush, y'all, and we're just going to focus that right here. Really just building up this outer part right here, y'all. Then once that's done, we're just going to go back and blend that in. If you feel like you've done too much like me, oh Jesus, that is pigmented. We're gonna go back in and just blend that out with the mocha. Okay. We're gonna pick up some more of that Jacz color. Go back in with that Jacz color, and you're gonna want to do a very light hand. You see where I'm at? Barely any pressure, okay? And we're just gonna want to go back and forth. My team is saying that it looks great, but I'm just seeing a lot of pigment.
Where?
You heard that? Okay. So once that is done and you think that you have a nice dimension going on, of course you don't want it to be too red. I like how this is looking so far, y'all. This is actually not even in my comfort zone, so I'm glad I got to do this with y'all today. Next, we're going to go ahead with our packing brush. This is by e.l.f., just like that. Okay, and we're going to take this red from the Colourpop palette. Colourpop palette. Cute AF. And we're going to take this red, flick off the excess, and we're going to just pat that on the crease. This is going to be a nice transition shade for our sparkle. We're going to pack that on the lid. My bad. We're going to pack that on the lid. Okay. Very nervous. I don't do bright colors. And we're not, y'all, okay, we're not going up here. We're not touching that. We are just calmly, and we're not going all the way over here. We are just calmly, pick up a little bit more, and we're just packing that onto the lid. Right here, you see that? Nice, okay? We're going to do that same thing to the other eye, and then we're going to go in with the sparkle. Alright, and when that's done, y'all, we're going to go in with mocha right here, and we're just going to blend out that harsh line. Once you're done blending out that harsh line, we're going to go in with the same packing brush right here, y'all. And I was a little bit concerned. I'm going to show you the 2 shades that I want to do, and y'all can't tell me. But y'all can leave in the comment box what shade I should have done, or if I should have just stuck with the same shade. So this is Cranapple by Jaclyn Hill, right here. And this, I don't know what color this is. This was just in the palette. They kind of look a little similar. But this is the other color. Let me get some more. This is more of an orange. I think I'm going to stick with this one, y'all. This is Cranapple by Jaclyn Hill. Okay, now I'm going back in with the same packing brush. It doesn't matter if it has anything on it because you already popped it on your lid. So then I'm just going back in with this, about a decent size amount, and I'm just going to pack that onto the lid. And y'all, I'm not going into the crease because that's where I'm going to pop my highlight shade. Alright, once that is done, y'all, this is very pretty. I'm very impressed with this look so far. We're going to go back in with the mocha, and we're just going to smoke out the harsh lines. And then we're going to go back in with this jacz color, and we're going to brighten up right here because I see I put a little bit too much brown. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go back into the inner crease right here, and I'm just going to want to deepen that up a little bit. We're going into this Colourpop palette, cuteaf, like I said, and we're just going to go into this deep, I think it's a cranberry color right here. We're going to deepen that up in the crease. Going to apply a little bit of mascara. I have 2 right now that are my favorite. I like to do the mascara in 2 steps. I like to first coat the lashes with something that's a little bit more liquidy, you know what I mean? And then I like to go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, and I could not find black, so I got the shade Black Brown. You can tell, but this is not exactly black, it's more brown. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and coat my lashes with this black, just regular black, and it's more liquidy. You could tell right here it's more liquidy. And then we're going to go in with the Voluminous Lash Paradise. Okay guys, I'm going to coat my second lashes, and then I'm going to bring y'all right back to start the face. Alright guys, we're back. As you see, the Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara definitely did do something to my lashes. Again, this is in the shade Black Brown, and I'll have all the products that I use listed in the description box below. We're going to be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. This is going to be in the shade 360. I do not really own any high-end foundations, but this has honestly been my favorite drugstore. So we're going to go ahead and apply that. I like to just pour it on this part right here, and we're just going to be applying that with a Real Techniques beauty sponge. And I'm just going to be taking that, just spreading it with my finger, just like that, so it can hit everywhere pretty much. So I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. There we go. Right? I say less is more. I think I'm going to be doing a very highlighted look today, so more is less. Highlight my forehead because people already tell me it's too big. So we're just going to lightly do that right there. And we're going to go in with the damp beauty blender. Once again, this is damp, okay? And we're just going to go ahead and blend that away. Boo, boo, boo. Alright, y'all. So once that's all blended in, we're going to go ahead and bake that down. I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the shade Banana. I found that this works the best. I've used several baking powders, and they just literally leave me looking white, and I'm not white. And I don't really like that. So if I can get this open, we're going to be taking our damp beauty sponge, not a beauty blender, and we're just going to be tapping that into the powder, and we're going to bake underneath our eyes. crazy. We're just going to powder contour with our black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in the shade medium to dark. I'm going to be taking this contour shade right here, contour brush. This is the MAC Studio. This is a sculpting brush. And I'm just going to be taking that right here, tapping off the excess. And we're going to take it like this, y'all. Excess. Take that, tap off the excess, and we're just going to start. We're going to start right here, and we're going to work our way to where we want to be. Then we're going to go ahead and dust off this excess. We're going to dust off this excess powder with just this regular, brush. We're going to take that. We're just going to dust it off. Alright, so once that's done, y'all, we're just going to go ahead and go back underneath the eyes with the same thing that we did for the eyelids. Going right back into the Jaclyn Hill palette, we're going to take the shade Jacz, Chip, and Mocha, probably a little cranberry too, if we're feeling a little lucky. And we're just going to pop that underneath the eye. I'm going to start with the shade Jacz. We're just going to start with the shade Jacz, tap off the excess, and we're just going to go underneath the eye just to spoke that out. Then we're going to go in with the shade Cranapple. We're going to pop that right in the middle. And then we're going to take the opposite end of this brush. It's just a blending brush. And we're going to go in. I like to squeeze it like this so I can get really good definition, really good strokes. And we're just going to go in and blend that out. Then we're going to go back in with the Voluminous Lash Paradise. And we're going to go ahead and do our bottom lashes. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and focus on the inner corners and our brow bone. For that, we're going to be using Runaway Mascara. We're going to be using our Wet n Wild highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. For this, we're going to be using this brush right here. This is my favorite for this step. This is called the eye crease brush. We're going to be using that, just dabbling that in there. We don't really need to tap off the excess. That's what we're going to do anyway. And we're just going to pop that in the inner crease. Just brighten our eyes a little bit. Inner crease. And then we're also going to pop that on the brow bone. Alright, and next, here's the favorite step of all time, y'all. This is the highlighting step. We're going to mix two highlighters today, y'all. We're going to do, of course, the Wet n Wild. I love this highlighter. And then we're also going to do this eyeshadow that I found. This is the Maybelline New York, and this is the shade, the Glow Down, I believe. I'll have the exact names down in the description box below. But we're going to be doing this one first. This is a very subtle, like almost a peachy, pinky highlight, and this is very gold. So I think we're going to just be doing a combination of the both. And to apply this with, we're going to be using my e.l.f. highlighting brush. So we're just going to pop that on. Alright, and then we're going to be taking, I feel like this is going to be very, very, don't need that. Look at this, y'all. Look at that, like, okay. So we're just going to be taking that, popping that on to the high points of our cheek. Yes, girl. Can never have too much highlight. And then we're going to take that same brush. Actually, I like to do this step just with my, we're not going to do that one. I just take it, point it right here, rub that in just a little bit. And I take it again, also go down the bridge of the nose to highlight that as well. Okay, then I also like to highlight right here. I'm going to blend that in. And then we're going to go back. Oh, that tastes disgusting. Okay, we're also going to go back in with our blending brush. Just going to blend it out real quick. We need some Vaseline. Alright, and for the lips, I was debating what color I was going to do, y'all. But I decided I was going to do this Milani shade 76 matte style right here. And this is a matte shade. We're just going to be popping that onto the lip. So, here we go. Okay guys, now that we're done with the lip, we're just going to go ahead and apply our setting spray. Alright, and this is the completed look. I hope y'all like it. We're going to go ahead and do the slow-mos. So much, guys. Thank you for everyone who's watching this video. I want to just let y'all know that each and every one of y'all are special. Don't let anybody ever dull your sparkle. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you have too much highlight on. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you don't know how to apply lipstick, because guess what? They don't know how to do it either. Thank you so much, guys, for everyone that decided to click on this video. I know I didn't really know what direction I was going for. In the beginning of the video, you'll hear me say that I was going for a more neutral tone, and look at this, like, no. But I appreciate... Oh, I shook the camera. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for clicking on this video. And I hope that you continue to watch me. Thank you. It's recording.